The Disney Vibes Podcast, talking insider tips, tricks, and pixie dust. For the most magical place on earth, here's Andrew and Heather.
Welcome to episode 50 of the Disney Vibes Podcast. I am your host, Andrew.
And I am the second host, Heather.
And we'll have a special guest. You don't have a mic yet, buddy. You gotta wait. He's excited. We have a special guest for this episode, and we'll get to that in a little bit. But Disney Vibes is brought to you by Magical Destination Travel. You like us, our content, our show. Show your support by booking your next Disney World, Disneyland, all things Disney, cruise, Universal. What am I forgetting? All-inclusive, everything. BookMDTravel.com. It costs you nothing. And, of course, you can download the Disney Vibes podcast wherever you get your podcast from. If you like the content, help us out by providing feedback and a rating as well. Greatly appreciate that support. All right, Heather. It's been a long time since we spoke.
Right.
It's been a while. Anyways, you got a joke.
I have a joke, and this is for our special guest. You ready, bud? So, why does Goofy wear two pairs of pants when he's playing golf?
Because he's going to get a hole in one.
Yeah. Okay, yes.
Yes. All right.
In case he gets a hole in one.
Okay, in case, sorry. Goofy will get a hole in one. So.
All right.
Okay, would you rather take a bite of the poison apple or be a prince who has been turned into a frog by an evil witch doctor?
Neither.
You got to choose one. So would you rather?
Okay, so I think I die with the first one because you're taking a bite of the poison apple.
Okay, so you can be a frog for the rest of your life.
Sure, why not?
Alrighty then.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I went into the poison apple thing because we are going to focus on Epcot and obviously some food and wine for this episode. Food and Wine Festival has kicked into full gear. We did mention our last episode, I did want to touch base about a certain restaurant. Trails End is back, and they have not been really back since pre-pandemic. But Trails End Restaurant and Crockett's Tavern is now going to be officially reopened. Okay, and if you check out all of the photos, the promotional material, this is all going on over at Disney's Fort Wilderness Resort and Campground. So they're really upping their game with these in conjunction with Disney Vacation Club becoming at the cabins there, becoming a resort. So the two locations are opening their doors once again with their mouth-watering delights. They are now open. Trails End Restaurant, Crockett's Tavern will have new looks and delicious bites that guests are definitely going to want to try. Okay, and here are some of the things they are going to have. They have a quick serve pizza where you can take Pizza Station and you can take it to go. I think that's pretty cool because there's no other place that really has that right now. So whether it be a slice or an entire pie, you have that option. Some of those pizzas, ready? Smokehouse style pizza topped with house smoked brisket, sausage, and pepperoni. What do you mean?
Too much meat for me.
And a delicious roasted vegetable pie. Of course, classic pepperoni and cheese are still available. So that's the one thing they're going to have. The other thing they're going to have is the market-style selections filled with a variety of items with all the fixings to fit your fancy. So whether you're going to the campsite or your cabin, you can mosey on up to the hot grab-and-go section where you get to pick from the proteins. There's pecan smoked whole chicken or brisket, a rack of pork ribs, and, of course, fried chicken. Sides are available by the pound, including macaroni and cheese, plant-based cowboy beans, and mashed potatoes. Very similar, I want to say family style, but to go like Whispering Canyon Cafe at Wilderness Lodge. Right? The other thing is they do have classic cheeseburgers, veggie burgers, chicken nuggets, french fries, and, of course, the comfort food with the home-style meals will feature cornbread, coleslaw, mashed potatoes with gravy, and your choice of half a slab of barbecue ribs or 2 pieces of fried chicken. All that's to go. And one of the most, big things is you can actually get the strawberry shortcake, which is legendary, from Hoop-Dee-Doo Musical Review in a single-serve portion. So typically you only get that when you go to the show. Now you'll be able to do that. They also have lemon blueberry trifle, and they will have banana pudding, carrot cake cupcake. That speaks my language, and blueberry bread pudding. So lots going on, at these. They have the cookies. They got the s'mores cupcake, the s'mores cookie. They're going to have sliders. They have a charcuterie board, buffalo wings, boneless buffalo wings, and everything to go. So there'll be a lot going on there. It is open now. Of course, there's great drinks. They have the Hunter. I can't even. Managers Hunter Ben Reuter, is what he's done with the cocktail flight.
God.
Moonshine cocktail flight. So I'm looking forward to that. It's got Gully Wumper, Blackberry Lightning, and Spiced Appleberry Shine.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, it looks good.
It does. I mean, can I just go back to just a few of the things? So the sliders look great.
Yeah, small little ones.
Small little ones. I think, what is this? So this is a vegetarian option. Crispy cauliflower with a garlic LEO sauce. That sounds delicious. And then that little, what is this? The dessert duo looks amazing. Where you
They even
get
have a trio
pudding.
for the dessert. You get all three.
Yeah, no, it looks great. It's s'mores. And then you have a strawberry shortcake and
the
then the banana pudding.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of good things that they're doing there. And I think obviously branding this and getting this up to par as they start to renovate all those cabins to become DVC, that's a good first look for them there as they start to transform that resort.
And you said this is like a quick serve? Like it's not a formal sit down or no? Or they have both options?
Both options.
Oh.
Trails Inn and Crockett's Tavern.
Okay.
So both options are available to you there.
Sounds good. Interesting.
I wanted to mention where was it? Before we get into the food and wine specifically for Epcot, there was an article posted about summer crowds winding down at Disney World. You know, a lot of socials have shown that there has not been a huge rush to go to Walt Disney World this year. And now that August has arrived, the summer season's winding down because the Southern schools will be back and the official start of Halloween is on the horizon. Summer crowds, typically follow a mostly familiar pattern. So the wait times always increase right before Memorial Day through late June, and then they plummet over, after July 4th. This summer has been below average, with the exception of obviously the holidays. But, 4th of July was really slow this year in comparison. We had mentioned that on a previous episode. But the crowds themselves have been down at Walt Disney World. And I think the discounts that they are offering is indicative of that, showing that they're trying to get more people in. And I'm sure the festivals, they're hoping that Food and Wine will help push that up, so to speak. But I don't know if it will. The average wait times, obviously the most, when you look at the rides, it's Seven Dwarf Mine Train. That is number one, followed by Peter Pan, and then Space Mountain, Jungle Cruise, and then Haunted Mansion if we go, top 5 for rides. As far as length, right, you're looking, close to 100 minutes for Seven Dwarf Mine Train on average. But typically, it's been better. It's been under 80.
So wait, time out. This is just for Disney World, but if you do Hollywood, does it have
Well, it's got all of them.
Star Wars?
So you look at Animal Kingdom, Flight of Passage, 93 minutes was the average. Navi River, 79 minutes.
Here it is.
I'm sorry.
I got it.
Navi River Journey, it's nice, it's cool, if you're really hot in Animal Kingdom. It is not worth 79-minute wait. Sorry. Remember, the Avatar?
Yeah, no.
I'm sorry.
All right, so data for this is as of right now.
Correct. Yeah, early August. Yeah.
Early August. Yeah. Wow. Interesting.
So it's been down a lot, the times. If you think of Epcot, Frozen Ever After, you're raising your hand, please hold. Frozen Ever After is just slightly ahead of Test Track, which is just slightly ahead of Remy. And then there's a significant drop off when you get down to Soarin' and Mission Space. Go ahead.
So what this prompted me to for the connection that we talked about when we were in Disneyland with the wait times compared to Disney World.
Mm-hmm.
So we felt if we were to compare the two, Disney World wait times were strategically a little bit like if you go on the app, they were longer than compared to when you go to Disneyland and you're, waiting on the line and like you walk in and it gives you the standby time. Those were at least that amount, if not longer. So they definitely didn't give you a buffer. I don't know if it's just they weren't on it, or maybe just Disney World has that approach. Like, oh, if we put it 10 minutes earlier, they'll be so happy because it's moving faster. I don't know if it's like a mind game or whatnot, but that was definitely something that we noticed.
So, which ride do you think has the only triple-digit wait time average?
Triple-digit wait time. I think it is Star Wars.
Nope. Close to 120 minutes, right? Slinky Dog Dash.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Star Wars is next at about 85-minute average.
Wait, it was 120?
There's 119,
So
18.
that's 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah, Slinky Dog. So Star Wars a little bit less, Toy Story Mania, then Rock and Roller Coaster, Millennium Falcon, Mickey Minnie's Runaway Rail, and Twilight Zone. Overall, Hollywood Studios has a much higher average wait time than any other park.
Mm-hmm.
Probably part of it is because of Slinky and Rise, but overall, and they're not counting really Guardians at Epcot in this because it's all virtual and everything, so you can't really, take that. But the parks are not dead or ghost towns, right? Like they're not empty. Right, that's it's just decreased noticeably because the wait times are down and your dining reservations are back, and that's a big part of it. And Bob Iger had mentioned that most the revenge travel is done, that's exhausted. Hotels, around Florida, everything. The economy has really changed this where people can really afford to spend their money. So he said that, and that's 100% accurate. So if you are going anytime soon to Walt Disney World in the next, let's say, 6 to 8 weeks, it's going to, the Halloween parties will start bringing it up. Those aside, you're going to see a decrease in wait time, so it is a good time to be attending.
A good time to be attending, and to also be smart in regards to debating whether or not you want to invest in Genie or Lightning Lanes or any of that.
Right.
You
may not need it.
Exactly.
You may not need it. So, yeah. That's how I would wrap up and put a bow on that. All right, let's talk food and wine. Okay, food and wine. Let's start. Food and wine kicked off. The Foodie Guide is out. Again, the Epcot International Food and Wine Festival presented by Corksicle for 2023 is out. It kicked off July 27th. It runs all the way through November 18th, and it's filled with thrilling and delicious offerings celebrating the various cultures and cuisines across the globe. There's over 30 global marketplaces this year. So in addition to World Showcase countries themselves, you now have 30 different global marketplaces. It does have a ton of new dishes like the dark chocolate fondue from the Alps and chilaquiles from Flavors of America. Also 4 brand new global marketplaces. Char and Chop, I'm looking forward to that one. Wine and Wedge, Bubbles and Brine, and Swirled Showcase. You will also be able to experiment with delicious flavors at Brewing Lab at the Odyssey, where you can embark on flavorful adventure with those culinary creations and madcap mishaps of Dr. Bunsen Honeydew and his assistant Beaker from the Muppet Lab. You will be able to walk your way throughout the festival. There will be Emil's Fromage Montage with cheese goodies from the global marketplace. And we're going to have a little more information on that. There's Shimmering Sips returning, and you will get a special redemption prize if you get all of those stamps with those cheese, I don't want to say appetizers, but those cheese booths. You hit all the cheesy things. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, the Eat to the Beat concert series presented by Florida Blue to Medicare will have nightly performances from local and renowned musical acts. So that all, is to come. Not going to go through every single thing, because that would probably be about 3 episodes worth. However, so we talk, there's India, there's the Refreshment Outpost, there's Kenya, there's the Alps. That's nothing new. Germany, right? Let's see, Spain. I am excited to go back to Spain for a couple things. They have the charcuterie in a cup. They have the paella, which was very good. The seafood salad, I can't remember if we had that.
I think it was a cold seafood salad. No?
Yeah, I don't remember. I know in Germany, yeah, it may have been. You're right. And then we did have the bratwurst on the pretzel roll. I don't know. There's a lot of the cheese, and the dark chocolate fondue that I just mentioned is at the Alps. I'm trying to think. I know we had the barbecued beef. There's always good beverages, too, as I look at those. Spicy, you can try some curry. Keep going on. All right, Flavors America, they do have the two new things. They will have the seafood stew with saffron-infused tomato fennel broth and crostini. And the chilaquiles, corn tortilla chips tossed in salsa verde with ranchero, chicken, queso fresco, cilantro lime crema, and a soft poached egg. That's interesting. Greece, we've had that before. Nothing crazy. New at the Greece thing. Tangerine Cafe. It's always good to get some sangria there as well. They don't have anything new. The pistachio cake with the cinnamon pastry cream and candied walnuts is good, although Heather can't have the walnuts. Belgium is always fun. The Brazil, that's going to be good. Ireland's going to have their own area again. Canada, we always love Canada. And the reason why everybody loves Canada is for two reasons. One, they got the cheddar and bacon soup with the pretzel roll. It's delicious. And the second thing is the Canadian filet mignon, served with mushrooms, borscht and black truffle and sea salt mashed potatoes, and a borscht and black truffle and sea salt whipped butter.
It's one of my favorites.
Canada is the best right there, seriously.
That, and then you get the pretzel.
Right, and then the refreshment port next to it, you can also get the braised beef poutine, right, which with the garlic and the cheese curds, and then they have a cinnamon sugar beaver tail, which is new.
I don't know about that one.
Oh, we're going to try it.
Okay.
We'll have to try it. We're going to talk about some of these other foods. Roasted lamb chop with mint pesto and potato crunchies. And so there's a lot. They have the coastal eats, which, again, the oysters and the lump crab cake. I'm trying to think. Is there anything else you're thinking here? The fry basket, we'll get to that. Brewing Lab at the Odyssey. Connections Cafe is going to have a lot. Connections Eatery. Hawaii is going to be opening August 15th, earlier than usual. And they will have, you ready for this? Spam sushi with sushi rice, teriyaki glazed spam, spicy mayo, eel sauce, and nori. So, Spam. Spam's back.
I don't have any words for that. I really don't.
The Noodle Exchange opens on August 15th as well. So that's another one that'll be good. So Food and Wine is in full effect. If you are local and you're close, here's what we like to say about when it comes down to Food and Wine. The big thing is you may not need all those advanced dining reservations for those table seatings, because if you're going to eat your way through Epcot, you really can do that with Food and Wine. And it's not as... I mean, it's just you're walking and going. It's
right.
It's quick.
Think of it as I don't know. Andrew and I, when we go, we rarely. I don't know. We don't make dining reservations because we sit there and we just say, okay, let's try this. We'll try that. And the kids are cool. Yeah, no, it's a wonder. It's a great option when visiting during this time to not worry about, oh my God, I need a dining reservation. Whereas you can sample all these different types of like appetizer size foods,
right?
Per se,
it's almost like tapas.
Yeah,
small bites.
So yeah, it's definitely. I mean, but can we just really quick talk about a pickle milkshake? You skip that. How can you skip the bright green pickle milkshake?
Where was that at? Oh yeah.
Oh, it's in the Brewing Lab at the Odyssey.
What?
Oh wait, yep, right. No, hold on.
I don't see that. That's why I skipped
right
it.
Here. No way. Yeah. Yeah,
All
no,
right.
it's under the beverages. Like that, it's a non-alcoholic milkshake, which
Pickle milkshake.
I almost feel like I would try like a shot glass of it. I don't think I can actually consume a whole. Ugh.
I don't know. That's a lot. So, going on, there's a few others I want to just touch base. The Noodle Exchange, which opens up August 15th.
Yep.
The shaved beef ramen with shiitake mushrooms, pickled carrots, daikon radish, shaved peppers, and a soy egg in a citrus sesame broth. That sounds awesome because who doesn't like ramen?
Right. So they have a beef version. So they have a meat. Then they have the impossible.
Yep.
Pork ramen.
So the thing I wanted to see was char and chop, but I don't know. It says later this fall. They had the couple things that I wanted to see with especially the trio shaved meats with baby arugula, pickled mustard seeds, truffle oil, and a grilled ciabatta. But I don't know if they're going to be open until later in the fall. So that could be that's one of those new booths we just mentioned. Same thing with wine and wedge, right? That was another one I was looking at. But again, it's not opening until fall. Bubbles and brine. So all these new ones aren't opening until later in the fall. They don't have a specific date, but I would assume mid-September or later for that. Mm-hmm. Mexico does have 3 new things. They have tostada de carnitas, taco de costilla, and pastel impossible. Sorry. Had to get my right accent on. All 3 new meals, 3 new things to try. So that looks good. France has pretty much got the same thing. It's always good to get a nice quick creme brulee to go. Italy, I don't see they have the cavatelli, the lemon regatta cheesecake.
It's all new. Yeah, the cavatelli with sweet sausage and crispy applewood smoked bacon. That sounds amazing.
You're right.
And focaccia ripanana, freshly baked focaccia, beef meatballs, tomato soup, and burrata cheese.
They do. Japan has a lot of new food. So this is part of the thing is you go back every year because it is constantly evolving and changing.
Right.
There is always something going on, or they're always updating their menu, so to speak, and trying different concoctions or whichever, as that comes. Now, before we get to our special guest, I did want to just touch base with the 5 things that Disney has posted you can't miss at the 2023 Epcot International Food and Wine Festival. It says the culinary creations, right, which we have talked about, a must-do Muppet takeover, right, that pickle milkshake. They're talking about it. Muppet Labs have been working hard to bring it your way. So I think Heather needs to have the pickle milkshake with the peanut butter and jelly sticky wings and call it a day. Right? That'd be funny. They obviously have tons of merchandise, whether it be the lounge flies or anything, obviously presented by Corsical. And they do have the picnic collection with Dooney and Bourke and Kanto collection, Figment stuff. The live music and local talent, that E to the B concert series will be there with people, local bands, as well as Sugar Ray, Boyz II Men, and many more. And then the Super Scavenger Hunts, which is great for the kids as well. You can have, that goes throughout the festival. And they, towards the end of September through Halloween, they have Pluto's Pumpkin Pursuit as well, in addition to the normal one with Emil's Fromage Montage. So, all right, till November 18th. Now, sometimes everybody's like, well, that's great. You guys talk about food and this and that, but I'm going to Walt Disney World with my children. And, they want to go to Magic Kingdom or they want to go to Hollywood Studios because we love Epcot. I mean, don't get me wrong. Epcot's really up their game with the Moana Journey of Water coming. Guardians, that whole area, the complete revolutionary redesign of the park. We know Guardians is there, Test Track, Soarin', Frozen, Ratatouille. They really, the Tres Caballeros go in the Mexico Pavilion. There is a lot to do at Epcot. Usually it's more, in the past, it's always been more focused on parents, right? Because you drink around the world and food and wine and this and that. However, they are trying to up their game with kids.
Well, cater kids to make them say, I don't want to go to Epcot. Right. No, they're like, I want to go to Epcot.
Right. And I think, maybe it's because they just listen to us. Our kids have started to enjoy Epcot even more, for that reason. We can do a park ranking another day with it. But that being said, what are the things to do over the through November 18th at Epcot when it comes down to food and wine from a kid's angle, a kid's perspective? So we have a special guest. We flew him all the way across the country to get here today. No, I'm just kidding. But Brayden, our guy who's 9 years old, has done some research and wants to discuss the top 10 things at Food and Wine. Is that correct, I believe? Shake your head. Yes, no? Yes. So he's going to talk about the top 10 things or foods or things to do at
I think it's a combination. Yeah. So it's some things to do, which we kind of already talked about. one of the things, and
That's
then
all
we
right.
have some food ideas. So yeah, so he went on, he did his research. We are here to help you, Brayden. All right, so I'm gonna turn my mic.
Yeah.
All righty. Okay.
Say hello. Welcome to Disney Vibes, Brayden.
Hello.
Oh, you gotta speak up, man. You can be a lot louder than that, dude.
Hello.
All right, here we go. All right, hit us with your research. What do you got, pal?
So I have Remy's Ratatouille Hide and Squeak. That's an embark on Ratatouille inspired adventure that's Tres Magnifique.
Aged kids, keep going.
Keeps the kids keep going.
Kids all around all ages can search for Remy on a savior scavenger hunt around the festival. Simply purchase your map and stickers from select festival merchandise locations, including Disney Traders, Creation Shops, World Traveler at International Gateway, Festival Merchandise kiosks.
Yeah, great. So this is a scavenger hunt, right? And
Yes.
then we've done this before.
Yeah, we're gonna do it again, and Mom's gonna post your pictures because the scavenger hunt makes it fun. You have to kind of find Remy. He's hiding and squeaking all over Epcot. You know, if you ever seen the movie Ratatouille, if not, please watch it. It is great, and you will be able to kind of have an adventure that is tied into Remy and Emile, his brother, his fromage montage as well with the cheese dishes throughout the Food and Wine Festival. This is something that is surely going to keep your kids active and kind of on the lookout as you walk around the World Showcase.
Right. So what you do is that you purchase your map and stickers, and then where can you get them, Brayden? Really quick. You just said
You
it.
said it.
Oh,
Port of Entry.
yep.
Creation Shops.
Yep.
World Traveler at International Gateways.
Yep.
Festival Merchandise
Kiosk.
Yep. And just like what Daddy said, is that you got to go through and you have to match the appropriate sticker to the location on the map. Cool. All right, let's take a peek. All right, so maps and stickers are available while supplies last. So that's what like the top activity that you would do.
Right, for kids.
Right.
Absolutely.
So now we're going to go into the stuff that like makes me hungry.
All right, I'm hungry.
So
Good thing
what
I
do we
ate
got,
breakfast.
B? What are
Top
these?
10 foods I want to try.
Okay.
So from a kid perspective, here we go. Top 10 foods. I don't know if the pickle milkshake's on there, is it?
No.
No. Okay. All right. So what's one food you want to try?
Peanut butter and jelly sticky wings
That sounds like it's right up a kid's alley. Okay. Where do you know where we get that?
at the wing booth, at the brew wing booth.
Brewing. So it's brews and wings. Great. Okay. What's number 2?
Grilled cheese with pistachios and honey in Greece.
I think in Greece. So at the Greece booth. All right. So that's I don't remember where it's located off the top of my head, but I feel like you go left towards Mexico and it's going to be there. We've had that before, and that will count towards your Emile fromage montage stamps of cheese items. It is thick and heavy and gooey, if I remember correctly. All right. Grilled cheese right up a kid's alley. What else you got?
Bratwurst? Yep.
Bratwurst.
Bratwurst on a pretzel roll with mustard in Germany.
In Germany, yes, and it goes great with Schofferhofer. Not for you.
No,
That's for us.
Can I have a bite?
Sure.
Okay.
It looks like a hot dog. That's what a bratwurst is, but
We
it's in
tried
Germany.
this before, the fry flight.
All right, let's talk about the fry flight. Yes, your mother loves fries.
So-
She's obsessed. So talk to her about fry flights.
So I'm pretty sure there's a yubaku
Hold on. We'll get there. It's right here. There we go. Here are adobo yucca fries in
with garlic, cilantro,
yep. Alio.
alio.
It's like the dipping sauce.
Like a dipping sauce.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Better than
Alright.
ketchup.
And then what are the 3 types of fries? 1, 2, 3 that are in your actual flight?
Sea salt and malt vinegar fries,
Mm.
barbecue bacon fries with smoked
Alio.
alio,
Alio.
alio,
And what else?
Sweet potato casserole.
Casserole.
Casserole fries with candied pecans, toasted marshmallows, cream, and maple bourbon glaze.
Glaze. You're going to have bourbon?
No.
So that's in your flight when you get the 3 different kinds. But what other type of fry can you get?
There's a new one.
Yeah, what is it?
It's pickled fries with dill ranch.
Well, that does sound good. It's interesting how they're kind of playing off the flight thing for kids, getting them started at a young age, folks. It's a family-friendly show.
I'm pretty sure that's what it looks like.
That's fine.
Yeah.
They can't see it. We're only on audio right now, buddy. They can't see your screen. All right, what else you got?
Oh, all right. So switch back to your document.
Okay.
Perfect. You're doing such a great job, buddy.
Yes, you are.
Italian hot beef sandwich with shaved beef, spicy gardeniera.
I don't know.
Gardeniera.
That's it.
It's fine.
Keep going.
A juice.
And adios on a French roll.
That sounds good. I like that.
Where's
It's a
that?
sandwich.
It's new and it's in Flavors of America.
All right, we got to hit it up. Keep going. What else you got?
Okay. Pan-fried chicken dumplings with house-made sweet and spicy sauce in China.
We like chicken dumplings, right? They are delicious. You like dumplings. Pork, they're like pot stickers. Same idea. All right, in China. You're going to remember all this when we go?
I don't know.
All right, keep going. What else you got?
Canadian cheddar and bacon soup served with a pretzel roll in Canada.
Yep, the Canadian soup. It's delicious. It's filling. It's great. And nothing better than the pretzel roll.
Southern pimento cheese with bread and butter, pickled vegetables, and grilled bread.
That sounds delicious as well. Where's that?
I didn't get that down.
Oh, all right. We'll figure it out. We'll find it out. Mom will put it in the show notes.
It's like in the southern because it said it first.
Okay. What else you got?
It's new. And then the last one is roasted lamb chop with mint pesto and potato crunchies in Australia.
Let me tell you, that's a good way to end. You know, what I did find interesting, you didn't really have any desserts on there, huh? You're not a sweets kid, huh?
A Dole Whip.
A Dole, well, okay. And that's how we're going to end that section. Who doesn't like a Dole Whip? They're around year round. But that's it? That's what you got, buddy?
Yeah.
That's excellent work.
You did an amazing job. So I think maybe what we could do, so I took this as these are the things like you would want to eat. Like, so that our next segment.
From a kid perspective.
I can write it down
Then-
on a paper when we go.
Okay.
Okay, good. So you got to rank them. But maybe for the next segment, you could do top 10 desserts, right?
Got it?
All right.
Okay.
Or top 5. Dessert. There's not as many desserts. You
Yeah,
can
I
do
don't
top
know if
5.
we can do all 10
Top 5.
different types of
Including
desserts.
one is Dole Whip.
All right.
You and your Dole Whip. That's it.
I like them.
I know. Dole Whips are great. Everybody loves a Dole Whip on a nice hot day. They are delicious. So, so listen, that's great from a kid perspective at Food and Wine, right? You guys can't have, it's just food. It's not wine for you guys. That is an excellent kind of, map, like a plan of attack of where to start with your kids, with what they would like to eat. Yes? All right. Nice job, buddy.
That could be for kids and adults.
That's true. Kids and adults, yes, because we know mom's going to want certain things as well. So, well, Brayden, thanks for doing all that hard work and that research. I know you've been excited to get on the podcast for some time now. I think you may be our number one fan. Number one.
I jumped out of my bed.
Yeah, I know. You were excited. You were excited to get on the show. So, all right. I think we're about to wrap up this episode.
Let's go.
Yeah, Heather, is there any other things you wanted to mention at Food and Wine? Again, it goes through November 18th. The one thing I did want to mention is please make sure you get on YouTube and you subscribe to our channel, which is Magical Destination Travel Company. Just put youtube.com/@DisneyVibes. We're very close to the mark. Very close.
Yeah, so what can happen is that when we hit our magical number of 50 subscribers, we can go live. So,
Which is what our goal is for the cruise and obviously food and wine.
Exactly.
You can
So-
see Brayden live in person eating his roasted lamb chop.
I promise you, he's super cute.
You know, so,
yeah.
you're seeing him already if you're already on the YouTube channel. But if not, please just hit subscribe so we can get to that magical number. But where else can they find us on the socials, Heather?
Of course, you need to visit our website at bookmdtravel.com. And then our Instagram account is Magical Destinations Travel Co.
Yep.
And then Facebook, Magical Destinations Travel. X, aka Twitter,
So
is
odd.
Magical Dest Trav.
That's right. Alrighty.
And that's it.
That's it. So we will be back again soon with some more packing tips, more vacation tips. We will keep you posted on our trip and the progress. Be sure to follow on the socials, especially Instagram and hopefully YouTube by that point. And then until next time, let the Disney vibes flow.
Find Disney Vibes for all your vacation needs on the web at bookmdtravel.com.